So yes, we have another dash cam, and this one claims it can do up to 5K. All we're really worried about is how good is the resolution. So we need quality of image, just in case we need to show it to our insurance company or maybe even to the police. We need to make sure we get the best quality that money can pay for. So this is from a company called EUKI. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. And the 5K, from what I understand, is only on the front camera, not the rear camera, which is normally that way anyway. 5K single front 5K, so I told you. GPS, 5G Wi-Fi, and HDR. Also, it has a 1.47 inch IPS screen, Starlight night vision, 24-hour parking mode, and G sensor. And it can also take up to a maximum of 512GB memory card. That's the first time I've actually seen that actually on something like a dash cam. They're actually claiming it can actually take 512 megabytes. So in this video, we are going to do an unboxing and see exactly what you get for your money, honey. I think it comes out like that. I'm going to install it into my car just for testing purposes, not going to do a full install. I am going to be doing an install if anyone wants to see a video on that in the near future, when it's a bit warmer and not so windy, you know, like in the summer, if we get summer that is. So if you're interested, don't forget to like, subscribe and follow, or subscribe, whatever you want to call it. So we have the manual. I know what these are. These are for when you clean the screen first, your window screen that is on the car, you place these on. These peel off and they help it to be more sticky. It's a good idea actually. Never used them before. Warranty card and a quick setup card. That's unusual as well. Never seen that before. Oh, there's even a video on YouTube. Yeah? Q-code, YouTube. Good idea. One of the cameras, that might be the main one. I would have thought it was, considering the size. There's your screen, turn it around. So 5K, 5G Wi-Fi and GPS. Air vents to keep it nice and cool. There's a memory card in there already. I'm taking it, it's an on-off button. No, actually, that might not be an on-off button. That is a, you know when you've had an accident or something's happened and you want to save it, you press that button and it saves it. See, I'm learning. That will be your camera, so you need to peel that off in a bit. Not yet. We need to test it first, make sure it works. Double-sided sticky. Might be M3s, it might not be, might be something else. Now, can you turn this? You can. Right. So if you need to get the angle of the dangle, you can turn it. Memory card, let's see. I think it's a 64GB one. I'm sure I read it somewhere. Yet, 64 gigs. Very nice. I wouldn't have thought you needed any bigger than that anyway, but bearing in mind it's 5G, you might do. So we have Type-C connection and AV in. So that would be for your rear camera. Yeah, that'd be for power. That'd be for your rear camera. Spare sticky for your front camera. So if that doesn't work for whatever reason, or it comes off after a while and is not sticky anymore, you can replace it. A crowbar. Now the crowbar, that's what I call them anyway, is for putting the cables behind your fascias and stuff like that on your car. So you need one of them. Quite handy actually. Some double-sided stickies for cable management. They're the ones that you can't tuck away. Your rear camera. I will get this one out. Oh, there's another one there. That's good. That's a first. So that goes into there, like so. And that should be long enough to reach from one end of your car to the other, including your tucking away. You normally get a bit of spare as well, so you will find that if you go into the boot of the car, you can tuck it away in there somewhere. Your rear camera, again, you've got a little cover on there, make sure you remove that. Now, did I see a spare sticky for that one? Not so far, not so far. And this will be your power with a spare output, which is going to be really handy. So USB Type-C connection on there, and that goes into your cigarette lighter or your power, and USB. So if you need to charge your phone up or something like that, you can. Very handy. And that is it. So that is everything you get in the box. Now, all we need to do is the quality side and see how easy it is to set up. And one thing, before I forget, from what I've been reading, it has an app. So we need to download the app, and also we need to test it. There's no point in you putting it all in the car and then find out, oh, I've got a dodgy one. I'm not saying you will have, but there's always that possibility you end up getting one that isn't working. So it's always best to try it first before you install it, if you can. Or even if you go into your car, rather than set it all up, plug it into your cigarette lighter or whatever, your power adapter, and test it like that. I will be testing it on the desk because it's USB Type-C connection. So I can just plug in a USB Type-C connection into that and test it. So let's do that right now, shall we? I've already set it all up and I've had a little play about it, and it's quite good. But I did have an issue. And yes, don't panic, I will show you how to connect it and stuff like that and go through the software. And my issue was I couldn't format the memory card. I could format it on my computer, but I couldn't format it actually in the camera or in the camera software. And I found out why, and it was my fault, sort of. So I plugged it into one of my devices for power using USB Type-C connection, and it all lit up and everything worked fine, but it wouldn't let me format it. It kept coming up with an error. And I thought, why is it doing that? So what I'd done, I got a power bank and tried it with the power bank, and guess what? It works. Yes. So it wasn't the actual device. It just needed a bit more power to format the actual memory card, and that's all it was. So with that, let's go through the software. Now, first things first, you will need to download the software, which I've already done. I'm not going to show you how to do that. You just need to go to the App Store, type in Jarvis Cam, and look for the app and download it, and you're raring to go. So I have it already set up, like I said. So Jarvis Cam comes up with a little advert, and there it is there because I've already installed it. But we're going to go through how to connect it. All you need to do is hit the plus button. Make sure it's turned on. Yes. Plus button, look for the device, and you should find it. And look, that's already recording. And it does picture in picture. So that is really good. And you can actually change that actually on there as well as doing it through the actual software. So you can change it on there if you want and show it up. But it's a lot easier to do it on the software here. So connect. Now it will come up and say you need to connect it to your Wi-Fi. So go down, and mine comes up there already because I've already, like I said, pre-installed it. It will come up normally on availability network, but just click on that, make sure it connects. Once it's connected, which it has, go back, give it a few seconds, and it's literally seconds anyway. Give it a few seconds, and there you go. So that is the rear camera, and that is the front camera, as you can see. I've got my finger over the lens. Yes, nice and clear. Turn it around. Now, should you wish to change it at all, this one here, press on that, and there you go. Yeah, see me? Or if you want to go to the rear camera, press that. Rear camera. I'm upside down. Turn it over. Yeah, picture quality is quite good, I think, in my opinion. Got microphone as well, so I do believe you can actually talk. And the other one is you can go full screen by hitting that. If I can hit it, there you go. So full screen. Yeah, so that works fine. Go back, and now into the software. Now you can also take photographs as well. You can also go to the camera files and look at the videos and that. Let's go to please stop recording. Yes, I remember now. So you need to stop recording, and all you need to do is press that. Recording stopped, and then you should be able to go into the software. Right, start from the top. So sound recording I've got on. Video resolution is at the highest, which is 4K, 30 frames per second, HDR plus 2.5K. Yeah, and you can change that, of course, as you can see. I'm going to leave that alone. I want the best quality. Loop recording is set for 1 minute. I'm going to change that to 3. Mirror flip. Now, if it's the wrong way round and you set it up the wrong way round, you should be able to just go in there and flip it or rotate. Got a few options, haven't you? So mirror flip, timestamp is on. I would recommend you have timestamp on. Just in case you have an accident, something like that, and there's a dispute about, you know, what time of day or what day it was, you'll have a timestamp and prove it. And you don't have to set up the clock neither. Once you connected it to your device, it will find out what the time is through your device. Okay? Time zone, Greenwich Mean Time, that's set on a -8. Well, I need to change that, but I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm going to leave that for now. Time format 12, I'm going to change that to 24 hour. Daylight saving, I'm going to turn that on. Collision sensor is set to low. Automatic screen off time, you can go in there and change it. I'm going to change that to 30 seconds. Speed units, miles per hour for me, I prefer that rather than kilometres per hour. GPS signal. Oh look, we've got a bar. Go back. Camera language, English. Change it to whatever language you need it to be, and there's quite a few options there. Wi-Fi name, Wi-Fi password. Now I would recommend you change the password because the password is 1234567 That is just for you to set it up to start with, but I would recommend you change that. Format SD, like I said earlier, I did have a bit of trouble, but it's all working now. I'm going to cancel that. And reset. So basically reset it to factory default. So if you mess it all up, just press a reset and you need to go back again. So come back out of there. Give it a few seconds. Now files. Now I haven't played about with the files whatsoever. So what have we got? No videos. Give it a few seconds again. There you go. Look, like I said, I've been playing about with it. Want to make sure it's working okay, don't I? Don't forget they're all probably 1 minute long maximum. There's a few in there. So let's see how easy it is to play. I'm going to play this one. See? Get on. Go large. There you go. Good picture quality. Like I said. So now what I'm going to do is go back again. I'm going to set it up into my car and I'm going to take it out for a test drive. Not today though, because it's chucking it down, so I'm going to wait till it's nice and dry. Oh, by the way, I did tell you you can rotate this, didn't I? So if you get it in the wrong position or it's not quite in the right place, you just rotate it. The same as with the little one as well. You can do the same on that, which is very handy for setting it up. Yeah, so far so good. Very pleased with it so far. So let's do some footage, shall we? Verdict time. Image of daytime was very good. Front screen and the rear screen were both nice and clear. Easy to read number plates if you need to read the number plates. It's easy to see, you know, quite well. I was quite impressed actually. Definitely impressed me. Audio again was nice and clear, although I've muted the audio, and the reason for that is for copyright. I was listening to the radio and I didn't want to get hit with a copyright. Night time was a little bit different. The quality of the image again was very good, and again the audio is very good, but the vehicle coming up behind me, they were blind, or the camera was blinded by their headlights. So I was a little bit disappointed in that, but overall definitely gets my thumbs up for what you pay, and they're not expensive nowadays. The image quality, the setup was again something I have to bear in mind. It was easy to set up, and you can use an app, which I did do. The only thing I did find is that because I'm not using a permanent live to the actual dash cam, I was just plugging it into my power cigarette thing. Because I was using that, when I turned the car off, it actually shut it down. So you need to connect it to something permanently, so it's permanently live, so it can do a permanent recording. And the other thing I found a little bit disappointing was the sensitivity. I had it set on low, and a few times when I went over bumps, it triggered it off, like it was having an accident. I thought, oh, that just beeped. But overall, I love the actual app. I love the camera itself, and it all works. Yeah, it definitely gets my thumbs up. So with that, if you're thinking about buying one, link in the video description. They will be affiliated links, don't cost you any more money, and it does help to support this channel. Let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching.